Many of you, and particularly people out on the West Coast, I understand that they're very concerned with, certain animals becoming extinct. They're worried about the whale. You may have whale clubs, duck clubs, bald eagle clubs. Matter of fact, I was 35 years old before I saw my first bald eagle, and I was looking at the critter in the cage. I was looking at my eyes, I asked myself, could I have gone another 35 years without seeing them? And I concluded yes, but different people have different values, But anyway, I was thinking they have people worried about the elephant becoming extinct, lions and stuff like this. And I was sitting in my office one day, and I started making another list of animals that nobody worries about becoming extinct. They're very valuable animals. And, I never heard of a pig club, or a chicken club, or a cow club, or a sheep club. These are very valuable animals. Beside the fact that they're not becoming extinct, they're growing. We have 110 million cows in America. And the herd is increasing every single year. Now, the reason why one list of animals are becoming extinct and the others not has to do with private property rights. That is, chicken, cows, and pigs belong to somebody. And it's in somebody's personal, private, vested interest to make sure that they're cared for, that they survive. It is in nobody's personal, vested, private interest to make sure the whale or the elephant survives, or the buffalo. Matter of fact, it's a very interesting story about the buffalo. When our ancestors were peopling the West, it was a boring ride out on the stagecoach or on the train. And so you just sit at the window or sit at on the back of the train and shoot at buffalo. And that's fun. I think I would have enjoyed that. Because you're running along, the buffalo's running along, and you shoot him, and he falls, and the head falls on the ground, and the cloud of dirt goes up. And, when I read about that, this question comes to your mind. You say, well, how come they didn't shoot at cows for fun? Well, what's the difference between a buffalo and a cow? They both look funny when they fall. But the people did not shoot at cows for a very good reason, because somebody be coming after them, shooting at them. It was in somebody's personal vested interest to make sure the cow was not mistreated. It was in nobody's personal vested interest to make sure of the buffalo. So, when people begin to trivialize private property rights and free markets, you tend to weaken people's incentives to do the socially responsible thing. And just ask yourself, for example, the kind of care that I give my house, would I give it the same care if the government owned my house? Would I give it the same care if there was a 75% transfer tax when I went to sell my house? No. Anything that weakens my ownership rights to the house will weaken my incentive to take care of it. That applies to anything. That is, those things that receive the best care are privately owned, and those things that receive the worst care are publicly owned, or at least they don't belong to the user. Matter of fact, I'll tell you one thing, a little secret. Sometimes I feel embarrassed about it, but I say, well, heck, that's just economics. When I like to, every once in a while I get the desire to do jackrabbit starts from a traffic light. I always do it with a rental car. I never get the same urge with my car.